In this video, let's create a black and white presets. I love dramatic black and white, and this photo of El Capitan in Yosemite is perfect for doing an honor to Ansel Adams. So usually what I do when I create black and white presets, it always starts the same. I open up shadows, I bring down the highlights, I do my black point. But when it comes to black and white, I kind of go like a little stronger on the blacks. And then let's do the white. You don't want anything blown out on the whites. You know that by now. Maybe add a bit of contrast. So let's jump into the black and white workflow. We click here on black and white. And the first thing we have to do is do a little bit of mixing. But that's basically the idea of the mixing is here you have different colors: red, orange, yellow, green, aqua, blue, purple, magenta. And then you just move this around to see, for example, if there's any reds in your photo. If you don't think anything changing, means that that photo has no red. So maybe, oh, but that photo has some orange. And then you can decide if you want to put the orange darker or brighter. Now, very little advice. All I do usually on this one, when it comes to black and white, I just take my blue and I darken them a little bit, like -24, not more. And maybe my aqua a little bit minus. That's all. That's all I do on this one. That's going to help make the sky a little darker. Another way you can do this, you can click here on the targeted tool. You click on the sky and you go here. You go a little to the left to make it darker. The thing is, you see now blue is -63, and believe me, that's going to give you a lot of issues on a lot of photos. You don't want to go over 40 on these values. So I'm going to stay around that. That's all I do on the mixer. It's already looking kind of cool. This is really perfect for black and white, but we need to guide the eyes of the viewer, especially when you do black and white. The specialty of the black and white was the dodge and burn. So dodge and burn, we take this gradient tool here. First thing is we're going to close the photo, so I'm going to drag. So usually on black and white, I do two gradients. I do one gradient, kind of light, where I basically lower the exposure. And yes, on Lightroom CC, I open a little bit the shadows so that this doesn't, the El Capitan doesn't get too dark. So, and maybe a bit less value. So just one general like this. And then I make a smaller one, click and drag, and make a smaller one just for the top of the photo like this. Because Ansel Adams used to darken a lot of the top of his photos, and I'm going to make a third one for the bottom. So already now we are forcing the viewer to look inside of the photo, which I kind of like. Now, here comes the magic of black and white, and the ultimate dodge and burn. Dodge and burn means making brighter some parts of the photo, making darker some parts of the photo. So I'm going to go here into the circle, and I'm going to click and drag and make a circle here on El Capitan, all right? And on this circle, I'm going to invert it to make sure that whatever I do is going to be inside, right? Nope, not inverted. Okay, whatever I do is going to be inside here. And then I'm just going to add a bit of exposure, a little bit of shadows, maybe a little bit of texture, and a little bit of clarity. So what that does is whatever is inside that circle is going to be slightly lighter, okay? Now, why doing this? I mean, this photo does not need it so much because it's got a very natural dodge and burn. But what you're looking for on the dodge and burn is look for areas that have a lot of the same gray, basically. So here on this part, I see a lot of the same gray. So I'm thinking by adding a little bit of light here, what's going to happen is it's going to go from dark to a little bit light and then back to a little, it's just going to add a bit of complexity in here in the little gray here. Maybe not that strong. Yeah, 0.56 is fine. Here it also is very grayish, kind of the same thing. So I'm going to duplicate this circle and I'm going to put it here just to make a bit of variation. I'm going to duplicate the circle and I want to put it here where the trees are. It just, it's kind of subtle. It just helps make the photo a little more interesting. And usually I make actually 4 or 5 when I do black and white. So maybe one here and maybe one here. Okay, so now I'm ready to do my preset. So I'm going to go to preset. I'm going to click here. And I'm going to go into create preset. We are on Lightroom CC, and let's go this black and white. Now, how is this going to apply to another photo? Well, I guess there's only one way to find out, isn't there? So let's take this photo, for example, of Florence, which I never tried this on. And let's go black and white. No, doesn't work so well. Let's see here. Maybe this photo here. Let's see, black and white. Daylight photo kind of works well with black and white. Yeah, look at that. That totally works, And then you can go in there and you can say, oh, I want more contrast. Oh, I'm still on the original. So I'm going to go back here. I want more contrast. You can go here in the circle. Remember, you got circles, so you have to move oh, I forgot. I made a big mistake here. And this is going to happen to you, so I'm leaving this on the video. When I created a preset here, I'm going to create preset. I'm going to call it black and white again. I forgot that tools was marked off. And you want tools to be marked because you want to have the circles. So let's do it again. And I said I'm going to click on replace because I want to replace the one I did. So now let's go back to the photo we were on, this one. Shift R to undo it. And then let's go back to black and white. And now I can move the different circles that I have. Remember, there's 5 circles, and move them to where I want, to where I think it would be interesting to sort of put some attention, like make that you can change the value. I can take this one and make this one stronger to make the reflection, the highlight on the water stronger. Maybe make this one stronger. And if there's one you don't know what to do is, you can just erase it. And so that's pretty cool. That's how fast you can work with presets. And the cool thing is, because you've used a preset, you've created a preset in Lightroom CC, it's going to transfer over to your iPhone, to your Android phone, to your whole Lightroom mobile Galaxy, on iPad, even online on Lightroom Online. Your entire Lightroom Galaxy is not going to have these presets, which is really cool. And let me show that to you in the next video.